Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first General Hospital recap. My goal is to try to recap the stories daily as they show. Like I said, this is my first one, so please forgive me for the bad lighting and if the sound effects are not the greatest, if you can't always hear me. I'm really excited to do this. I am a super General Hospital fan. I've been watching General Hospital since I was a little girl sitting next to my grandmother. I've been watching it since I can remember watching the soap. I've watched All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live. Those were like top notches in our family. I have been watching the older, I've been watching from 98, I want to say, till I'm up to 2005 of General Hospital. Just, you know, for the writing. The writing was so good. The stories were like, bam, it was going, it was moving. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the loud clap. It was just really going. I was just, you know, I've been really enthralled into it. But while also watching current General Hospital, because like I said, I am a GH fan. Going with it. So I am going to start my day, my official YouTube talk about today's episode, which is 9/29 of 2023, September. So yeah, here it goes, Friday. So let's talk about Sprina. I am a big Sprina. I like them both together. I like them separate. I'm really loving these two. I've been watching Mr. Nicholas since he was a little boy, and now seeing him grown and the actor they've chosen to play him. Good job, good job. But she confessed that she loved him. She told him that she loved him. And then they, you know, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I have no complaints. No complaints at all. It was beautifully done. I mean, I don't think we're getting the original writers back yet, but I'm sorry guys. I have to say I'm happy with these writers. I like the thing of moving the story along. You can make it dramatic by moving it along. You can still add all the wow by moving it along. And lately, these stories are just dragging. And people like me who have ADHD, we're dying. We want this to be, because we already know how it's going to end. So I'm glad that they're finally giving it, you know, them the shot to you know, to cement their relationship. It was beautifully done. I hope we get to see more of them having fun in New York and not just in the bed. But I wouldn't be surprised, you know. But anyway, Sprina, thumbs up. Fizz love scene. Well, it wasn't even a love scene, but it was a hot shower. I need a cold shower scene. I'm not a Fizz fan, but I'm glad that they're finally moving their relationship from the 12-year-old kid phase to the grown-up kid, you know, the grown-up phase. They're doing grown-up stuff. You know, they're finally moving along. I'm happy that it's not as fast. It's like they're growing into each other. Let's face it, Elizabeth had a lot of men and out, like Jake said, walking in and out of her life. Let's just be real. It's nice that they built up to this. I'm glad to see them going. Now the story's boring. Can we move on? Laura. Girlfriend, it was good seeing you. You look as beautiful as ever. I'm glad that they're still developing lines for you. I know it's been a while with Lucky and Lulu being gone and now Nicholas being in and out. I'm glad that they showed her today. It was nice to see her. I'm hoping that she goes home now. I'm hoping that they don't have her just going off in the wind looking for, you know, trying to find Nicholas. Like, that's kind of weird to me. Nicholas is a grown man. And you got Esme, little Ace, and Nicholas at the house. Let's leave all that alone. He's a grown man. You know he's alive. Go home. Go home, Laura. Please. Go home. Port Charles needs you. Ooh, can we talk about Nina's confession to Sonny about Gladys? Now, first of all, I'm going to keep it real to say, I was not too happy with her not telling Sonny in the first place. I mean, Nina's not no one's afraid of Nina. You know what I'm saying? Gladys knew who to use, knew who to go to get the money with no question. Gladys is not stupid. Let's just be real. Gladys is a shymester, and she shimed on, you know, to Nina. Nina finally let Sonny know. Now, old Sonny wouldn't have went to bed, would have called Jason like, hey, Jason, I need you to go da-da-da-da-da-da. But since we don't have no Jason, what do? They talk about it and they go to sleep. And I'm seeing on the previews that he's talking to somebody on the phone. Hopefully, it's about that. We see Gladys in a different outfit, so obviously we got through the day. But did Dr. Montague not go into the room that day? We don't know. Did he just sit there? And man, it's so creepy. Watching her from the window, watching Sasha from the window, that was creepy. That was so creepy to me. But I see his days are gonna be, now that Sonny knows, he ain't gonna be around much longer. I was hoping that this is all a setup, because they knew Gladys wasn't gonna flip. So I was hoping that this was a setup. But we'll see on Monday. We'll see. Oh, they moved the wedding up till tomorrow, basically Monday or Tuesday. I'm so glad. If nothing derails this wedding, it will go off. But what this symbolizes, y'all, is that when this whole entire SEC, Nina snitching and all that stuff comes out, they're gonna be married, which to Sonny is like the golden rule. If you've watched any of the history of General Hospital, you know when he gets married, he wants everything out in the open. He can hold back secrets, but the wife can't. And let's talk about Carly. Let's talk about Brenda. All of them have been fired, and even on Claudia. All of them, and no, Connie. I'm sorry, Connie Falcon. Was it Connie Falcon? I can't remember her last name, but Connie. They all got things because they weren't being truthful and honest to the great mighty Sonny. You know how he is. He wants loyalty from his women. That's it. That's it. So them getting married and then finding out about the SEC, and I know you guys are saying, well, they really did break the law. Honey, y'all not thinking, y'all not seeing. Sonny breaks the law. He's a criminal. He's a gangster. That's all he does is break the law. So for y'all to be like, oh, well, actually, Nina didn't do anything wrong because, they did commit a crime. Her fiance commits crimes on the daily, honey. So they don't give a damn about that. You don't care about that. He's more interested in who got Carly caught up, i.e. she is the mother of his children, and who got Drew caught up, who was going to go try to save Willow's life. So they're not going to care about about it being a bad thing that they did it. They're not going to care about that. I'm talking about the family. They're not going to care about that. And the fact that Nina has kept this going on with Nedley and Eddie, that, and it's just... And I'm not a Nina fan, but I like the old school Nina better. But I'm not a Nina fan, but I do feel like they're writing her to be a monster. I mean, I don't know if a monster is the right word for it, but it's like, can we not ever let this woman be happy? She was in a coma. She 2 kids. First it was 1 kid, now it's 2 kids. She never got to see her kids. She woke up, thought they were gone, didn't even know nothing, and then she just going through life with Jackson and play games and all this gang game and Valentine and gang games. I mean, this woman can't be happy. Because we already know Sonny gonna dump her. If he don't dump her, she gonna have to go sludge through hell to get back into his grace. And as far as Michael and Willow goes, you can kiss that monkey goodbye, because they kind of showed where Willow's loyalty lies when she went to go visit Drew. And the fact that Nina would put Drew's life in danger, or that matter for her mother-in-law in danger, Willow and Carly, Michael and Willow, that part and the family, they ain't gonna be messing too much with Nina, which will then put Sonny in a position to be pushed back out of his family again after he just got back in, after he was talking to Nina about letting things go and just reflecting on today and moving forward in a more positive, letting all that negative stuff go, and Nina didn't. So Sonny is going to be conflicted, to say the least. Conflicted, for real. I don't honestly see him staying with her after this, but who knows? Who knows? So I know Sonny and the Carly characters are taking a break from each other. They're still friends. They don't care about that. But, Sonny wants a little spice in his life, and Carly needs a little spice in her life. But we always know these two are like closing and open doors. They're just, and they're still looking out for each other. And we haven't even talked about Bobby being gone yet. And if nothing else, I'm pretty sure Nina's insecurities and Sonny comforting Carly, especially if Drew's not around, it's going to be a problem. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. I wish it would wrap up sooner. Everybody's saying that Nina is going to get exposed in the fall. We are heading into the fall. They've moved up the wedding, which is crazy. I thought it was going to be interrupted in the wedding. And guess what? Michael and Carly's conversation today. Michael's getting closer to who snitched on the SEC. So I have a strong feeling if they don't do this elopement and they have a wedding, somebody's going to bust in that wedding, because General Hospital is famous for their wedding interruptions. I don't remember one wedding. I don't remember one wedding going off without a hitch. And if I'm wrong, guys, please leave comments. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because Michael's on the warpath, especially with Drew getting beat up in the jail. Michael on the warpath. They gonna find out. I was hoping it'd be Sonny though. I was hoping it would be Sonny that would find out about what Nina did, so he could kind of in-house this and fix it as much as he can. I don't know how he can. Blame it on somebody who knows. But I don't. Michael's gonna find out, and he's gonna let his mama know. And Martin, I would tell you now, if Michael finds out and they find out it was Martin and they can't get Martin to break, guess who can get Martin to break? Sonny. Sonny can get Martin to break. And what's Martin gonna say? Talk to your wife. And he gonna be like, who, Carly? No. Your new wife, Nina. Talk to her. Ask her, how did the information get leaked? So, yeah. So it's going down. But I want them to move this story along so we can get some new stories going on. Like I said, I've been watching the old school General Hospital, and they had so many stories going on, and these stories were just like kicking, and they were good, and the writing was like, yes! I'm looking forward. I want to see what the writers are going to do. The Scab writers did great. I appreciate them taking us through that journey. Leave your comments, your suggestions about video, about what I can make this to do better for all of us. I look forward to building up a bigger community, and even at the end, as we grow, responding to some of your suggestions and feedbacks, and during my sessions. I don't even know how to do this. I'm just starting this for the first time. But thank you, and thank you so much for taking your time with me. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. See you on Monday, GH fans.